Look what just came. New life, who this? Yep, I'm getting my real estate license. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is actually really exciting. No, Safari. Moving to a new city, it just brings a lot of thoughts of like, this is a fresh start. What do I want to do with that? And I'm excited because I'm changing careers and it's taking some time, but this is kind of the first step and why I am creating this video in the first place. Yeah, why I'm creating this video in the first place is to really dive in and talk about this big change and take you guys along on the journey. So excited, guys. These books just came in. So we have the Practices book and then Fundamentals. So these are my new best friends. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next 6 months. And what I mean by that is I have 6 months to complete my classes. That is what I am working towards currently, and I'm excited to share that journey with you. I haven't been in school for a few years now, so this is gonna be really different, but I'm honestly, I'm so excited. I'm really grateful my classes are all online, and yeah, I am definitely ready to jump in, and just the idea of kind of changing careers like this is really exciting. So I guess like a backstory on the journey and how it started. First and foremost, real estate has always kind of been on my mind. My cousins are in real estate along with their dad, so my uncle, and they just seem really happy, and they've been doing it for 5 years now. So it's always something that kind of piqued my interest, but I was living in LA and I wasn't super happy there. And I had known for a good 2 or 3 years that I wasn't happy there anymore. So the thought of transferring to real estate, I just felt like it was meant for a different time. When I moved to Seattle, I did not have the intention of getting into real estate by any means. It was certainly a fresh start, but real estate wasn't necessarily like on my radar. So what happened is, before I moved, I was looking at houses with a friend, and we looked at one house together, and she looked at me and she said, "You would be really good at this." And I was like, whoa, I've always thought about it. That's really funny that you say that. And she's like one of my best friends. So yeah, when you hear something like that from your best friend, it hits different, you know? So when I came back here, I like moved here, I was settling in, I just couldn't shake the idea of potentially getting into real estate. So I started reaching out to people I know in real estate. My cousin was one of them. A family friend who's been doing it forever was another. And I also have a friend in LA, like an acquaintance rather, who just completed her first year in real estate. And I knew her when she was getting her license. That's kind of around the time that we met. And now she's doing it, and I just picked her brain. And it was interesting to get all of the different perspectives and how everybody started. That's also how I figured out where I wanted to go to school. I can't tell you now by this time how many people recommended Rockwell Institute. It is only California and Washington. The website is like pretty outdated, so when I first saw it, I was like, oh. And then everyone was recommending it, and I was like, whatever, I'm just getting it. It is like slightly more expensive than maybe some other like newer online institutions, if you will. My textbooks were included, which is really nice. And I also have another one that's like, I think it's all practice tests, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of the backstory. Funny enough, I actually have a friend in San Francisco that is also getting his license right now. So we chose different schools, but we're kind of going along the journey together. I bought a notebook yesterday, just a little notebook from Target. And then while I was there, I came across these pens, which I'm like super excited about. They're made of sustainable materials, which is really cool. Yeah, I was excited that I came across these. They're made with plant-based materials, packaging made from recycled paper, and uses less plastic for lower eco impact. So obviously there is still, like, the packaging itself is plastic, but it sounds like it was recycled, which is nice. I don't know, I just came across them and I thought, you know what? I'm probably gonna be using a lot of ink because I'm gonna be writing down a lot of notes. So I might as well get some new pens, and they happen to be sustainable writing tools, as they would say. So I think I'm feeling very prepared now. Now it's just about like logging in and getting it done. I know that real estate is going to be hard work, and that's something that I'm really good at, is working hard. But I'm kind of tired of doing it for salaries and other people's dreams. And I think that was really a huge part of this movement for me, was realizing you work so hard, why not just do it for yourself? It's not gonna happen overnight, and it never does. Good things never do. So that's what I believe. So I am excited, like I said, to share all of this with you guys. If anybody else out there is also working on their real estate license, say hello. That's so cool. I'm excited really just to see where this next chapter takes me. Lesson 1. Let's begin with a definition of real property. Real property is land, anything attached or affixed to the land. Real property is also called realty. On the other hand, personal property is defined as anything that isn't real property, anything that is not land. Full sheet of notes. I like the way these write. They're not what I thought. To take my first exam, my first quiz. First quiz, passed it. 1, if not 2 of the questions I didn't even have to look at my notes for. Because obviously these quizzes, they can ask you stuff that's kind of confusing. So far so good.
Appurtenances.
Appurtenances.